guys, Paul Herring here at Carriagetown Neighborhood Historic Neighborhood Association. We're hosting this year's home fair right here in Carriagetown, and we encourage you to join us for our next home fair. We've got some houses coming up that you may enjoy. We're just going to show you the outsides and tease you a little bit, so you'll be excited about coming down next year for the full tour. Welcome to Carriagetown, a great place to make better.
Press my nose against the fence to smell a rose. If they stare, I don't care. I talk too loud, I make faces. Kiss your lips in public places. Let them stare, I don't care. For peace of mind and then some more. Yeah, whatever's frozen, I wanna live. I'm gonna live. Open like a book. Take a look. Open. You're a voyeur, shake and stir. Open. Could this life be paradise? Open. To this whole world, glory.
Welcome to the Carriagetown Historic Neighborhood Tour. This house, the Parker House, is located at 417 Mason Street. It was built in 1910. Harry and Harriet Parker were the first residents of this two-story clapboard house with its distinctive hip roof line. Harry was a die sinker by trade. This 3-bedroom and 1-bath domicile featured approximately 1,456 square feet of newly remodeled, modernized, and comfortable living space with maple hardwood floors. While over the years most of the residents have been associated with the automobile industry, its current occupants, Dane Williams and his wife Melissa, are professionals. He is an aspiring photographer.
Carriagetown, a great place to make better.
The Shapiro House at 509 West 2nd Avenue. The first residents of this modest but handsome example of a craftsman-style construction were Joseph and Sarah Shapiro. The couple occupied the house from 1914 to 1918. Joseph and Louise Shapiro were partners and co-owners of the Michigan Coal Company, which was located at 520 West Kersley Street. Ida E. Rowe, widow of John Rowe, moved into the house in 1918, where she lived until her death in 1951. Ida had previously lived at 111 First Street, where she ran a respectable boarding house. Thomas and Libera Tantrum purchased the house in 1952. Thomas worked at the Chevrolet factory. The house remained in the Tenham family until the Libera's death in the early 1990s. The house is in the final stages of being renovated under the management of Flint Neighborhood Improvement and Preservation Project, also known as Flint NIP. Flint NIP is a nonprofit community development corporation created through a community task force dedicated to reversing neighborhood deterioration and promoting ideals of self-sufficiency, innovation, and neighborhood enterprise. The Shapiro House is an example of their revitalization efforts in the community. If you'd like more information about Flint NIP, they can be reached at 810-766-7212.
Carriagetown, a great place to make better.
The Stone Street Project. Corner of Stone Street and University Avenue. Over a year ago, in January of 2008, while digging a new foundation for an infill housing project under the auspices of Flint NIP, human remains were unearthed. This discovery was the beginning of an incredible story, which revealed new levels and added dimensions to Carriagetown history. Literally, layers of history have been peeled back these past months as the archaeological work progresses to uncover admonishable ancestral remains dating back possibly many centuries. The archaeological work to recover these remains is being conducted by members of the Saginaw Chippewa Indian Tribe of Michigan. The Sebewing Center for Anishinaabe Culture and Lifeways, in conjunction with the support of the University of Michigan Flint faculty and staff. Also joining these efforts are sympathetic and dedicated members of the general community. While this season's work is coming to an end, the Sebewing Center is looking for volunteers and supplies for next year when the archaeological excavations will resume. People will be on hand to explain the cultural and sacred significance of this find and provide information on future plans. If you'd like more information, please call Frank or Nicole Roshlick at 810-348-0759.
Carriagetown, the heart of the city,
The hub of the community, the Carriagetown Home Fair.
just north of downtown Flint.
The Carriagetown Home Fair, October 3rd, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Enjoy Flint Carriagetown concerts, carriage rides, home tours, even period performers.
Historic Flint coming back to life.
Vending spaces still available.
The Carriagetown Home Fair, October 3rd, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Tickets online at historichometours.com or by calling 810-767-3513.
Carriagetown, a great place to make better.
Good people, this song's for you. So from the youngest to the oldest, the shortest to the tallest, the biggest to the smallest, from the whole of we to the all of you. Beautiful people, good people, just good people getting together, partying through the night. Just good people loving each other, treating everybody right. And we had such a good time, such an Irish celebration. Good vibe, everybody out on the dance floor.
The Jackson Hardy House at 525 Garland Street. Hugh Jackson, president and general manager of the Randall Lumber and Coal Company, built this Queen Anne-style home in 1898. A.B.C. Hardy, president of the First Automobile Company, recognized as the first manufacturer of automobiles in Flint, resided in this home as a boarder for 1 year. The house remained a single-family residence until the 1960s, when it was converted into the Garland Hotel, when it was broken into 24 units, which resulted in all the windows being covered over by siding. In 1995, the Carriagetown Historic Neighborhood Association obtained the building and restored the exterior with matching funds from the Downtown Facade Program and funds realized from the sale of its first design center. The C.S. Mott Foundation aided the Carriagetown Neighborhood Association in restoring the exterior again after a fire caused by lightning. Hundreds of volunteer hours have been spent gutting the house and preparing it for further restoration. Recently, Flint Neighborhood Improvement and Preservation Project and the City of Flint allocated funds for the restoration of the interior. Once the interior work has been completed, the Carriagetown Neighborhood Association plans on renting out office spaces to help cover ongoing expenses required in maintaining such a historic landmark. For updates on the restoration of the Jackson Hardy House, please check our website at the Carriagetown Historic Neighborhood Association.org. The Carriage Antique Center and Hoffman's Deco Deli and Cafe at 503 Garland Street. The industrial deco-style complex was built in the late 1920s to house a Sears automobile repair shop. For over 20 years, the building was abandoned before Nick Hoffman acquired the property and began its renovation. Now the Hoffman brothers, Mark and Heath, operate Hoffman's Deco Deli and Cafe, which features sandwiches, wraps, soups, and salads, accompanied by a variety of coffee, drinks, and smoothies. The Carriagetown Antique Center occupies 2 floors of this large, open, spacious facility that displays a profusion of antiques and collectibles. The Hoffman Deco Deli and Cafe is open Monday through Fridays from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturdays from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. The Carriagetown Antique Center is open Monday through Sunday from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. For more information on either of these facilities, you can feel free to call 810-238-0074 or visit their website at hoffmansdecodeli.com.
What has no weight but matters? What's part of the past but hasn't happened yet? What shines no light but enlightens? Kwanzaa, December 26th through January 1st at Christ Enrichment Center, Hamilton Street, Flint. For more information, call 239-2901.
Join the village.
Can you tell which of these children was not born free? Can you tell which of these children was not born equal? Can you tell which of these children does not deserve to be treated with dignity? We can't either. Human right number 1. We are all born free and equal. What are human rights? Find out at youthforhumanrights.org.
How's it going? Oh, it's a letter for Nick. Maybe she wants us to get it. Nick, read it. 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 Read it.
Hey, I think you dropped this.
We're all born free and equal.
Don't discriminate.
These are your human rights. There are 30 of them. They belong to you. You don't have to buy them, or apply for them, or ask permission to have them. They're just yours. No matter who you are, where you're from, how old you are, or anything else. It's just that simple. Now, some people may try to ignore your rights, or violate them, or pretend they don't exist. But they can't change the fact that they're yours. Human right number 30. No one can take away your human rights. What are human rights? Find out at youthforhumanrights.org.